Hi, this is Millan, and in today's video I am going to walk you through how to create a mass movement of people that will follow you and pay you for your advice. Plus, if you stay until the end, I will tell you how you can get a free copy of my friend Russell Brunson's new book, Expert Secrets. So stick around. Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you stayed for the video. So it is no secret that becoming an expert in your industry, it is what's really ultimately going to make you the most money and help you contribute the most to your market. So every time you position yourself as an expert in a niche, that's when you get people to really appreciate you, follow you, and eventually pay you for what you know. Now, I have managed to build that in my own personal brand, and I know tons and tons of people around the world who are doing this every single day. But it all starts with you, because if you don't become valuable, if you don't implement all that knowledge in yourself, in your own business, it's going to be very hard to get other people to be convinced that they should be following you and paying you. So there are three pillars really that support this strategy, right? Every mass movement in history has had these three things. Number one is the attractive character, or you could also call it the charismatic leader. Number two is that there is a cause, and that cause usually gets people excited about a better future. And number three, so this is 1, 2, and 3, is a new opportunity, which you can also refer to as a new vehicle of change. So this is what's going to support the entire movement. Okay? So if you think about Christianity, for example, or even Hitler, because you can think about mass movements, the positive ones and the negative ones both have these three elements. So let's start by the attractive character, which in this case, that would be you. How can you become an attractive character? Number one, you need to have a message. You need to find your voice. And it doesn't matter how shy you think you are or how reserved you think you are, because honestly, I am that way as well, especially when it comes to my own life, my private life. I'm not the type of person that shares everything all over the place, all over the internet when it comes to my personal life, right? But I have managed to build a character that people sympathize with, and not only that, but I've managed to stay authentic. There are many people who try to build an attractive character without staying true to themselves. And guess what? People can smell that miles away. So as you build your charismatic leader, or well, your attractive character, you need to consider, number one, your voice, your message. Number two, you have to have a really big cause, something big that you're moving towards, which connects, of course, with this. Okay? And you need to be very passionate about that message, okay? So find your voice, be passionate, super, super passionate. Don't be boring, okay? This is also very important, because as you find your voice and you show people how passionate you are about your movement, you cannot do it in a boring way, because you will be creating content. Okay, that's where we are today. Everything today is about content, and this content has to be very, very frequent. Okay, you cannot build this character if you're not frequent with your content. And your content has to be good, it cannot be boring. And you need to show passion, you need to be obsessed with the message, with your voice, okay? So you have to show people also what you stand for, okay? Every attractive character has managed to build a movement where there is an us versus them factor. right? So, I mean, think about the Nazis, right? It was the German Empire versus the rest of the world, or well, at least a lot of the world, right? Or the Jews, or however you want to put it. I know it's not pretty, but these elements are there. Okay, if you think about religions, there's also an us versus them. It's not necessarily a war type of versus, right? But there is this us versus them culture that allows people to feel like they belong to a movement. So if you're able to build this in your brand, in your business, in what you stand for, you will win. I promise you that. So there has to be an attractive character. Let's think about some of the people that I admire today, including Russell, author of that book. Let's think about Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary is building, well, he's already built a movement of very passionate people, right? Really passionate about the grind, about the hustle, about entrepreneurship, about ultimately living a better life. So what is the cause? Number 2, the cause. So in that case, if you think about an entrepreneur, what is his cause? Well, one thing is showing people how to live a legacy, right? If I think about Gary Vaynerchuk as an example, or Russell Brunson, or so many other entrepreneurs, it's always about legacy at the end. It's not anymore about the money. Like at the beginning, for some people, it's about the money. But then quickly they discover that money is not going to create that change, that legacy that they want to live, right? So they need something more, okay? So there has to be a cause. If we think about cultures, well, let's call them cults, really, what they were. Like, I don't know, Charles Manson, that was a cult, right? They had a cause, okay? I'm not an expert in that specific case, but he had a cause that he was moving towards, okay? And number 3 is a new opportunity. So every time that you want to build a massive movement, not only you have to have a leader and a cause that makes people think about a better future, but there also has to be a new opportunity, or, like I said, the vehicle of change. What is it that's going to support the cause to really get to that better future? If I think about Russell, and if you're familiar with Russell Brunson, he created a platform, a software called ClickFunnels. And he created ClickFunnels as the vehicle, right, for entrepreneurs to build better businesses. Like, his cause is to really help, he really cares about other entrepreneurs. And so he saw the issues that we were having with building our websites, building our funnels, and so he went and created ClickFunnels, which is now the vehicle that we can all get into that vehicle and drive towards this better future. And that at the same time is also his legacy that he's leaving behind, you see? So you need a vehicle of change, and usually that vehicle is going to be your product, your service, and it has to be something disruptive in a way. Perhaps you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but you need to find a sub-market, your own niche, that hasn't been served 100%, okay? So keep this in mind, all right? These are 3 elements that every mass movement has had. Now, before I move on to the next step, the new opportunity aspect of this, okay, if we think about, let's think about weight loss, okay? Maybe you are in the weight loss industry and you're teaching people how to lose weight, right? How do you turn your current vehicle, which maybe it's not working that well, into a new opportunity? Well, if you come up with a unique new way, and you can grab stuff that already exists and put it together, in which people can lose weight that is not the usual diet and the usual exercise, but something brand new that people haven't tried yet, that's when they will perceive it as a new opportunity. What happens with most people, instead of a new opportunity, they are showing people how to get thinner, how to get better, how to get faster. Okay? This is the key here. People don't want to get better because they've tried it before. So if you tell people, hey, how to lose weight, this is how you get thinner and faster and stronger, people have tried it already. There's a big chance that your market has already tried that and it didn't work. So they're thinking, why is your thing going to work? If all this other stuff didn't work. So this is what they call an improvement offer. And with all due respect, improvement offer. With all due respect, human beings are really hard to improve. We are hard to, we don't want to improve. We usually want things faster without all the work that improving requires. Because let's face it, this stuff is a lot of work. Now, it doesn't mean that your new opportunity won't be a lot of work. It's all about how they will perceive it and how you position it. So, for example, if you come up with a brand new diet that hasn't been taught before, and it's not a mainstream thing, then you have much more chances of people wanting to follow you and buy your book, your video course, your audiobook, or whatever, if it's something groundbreaking and new. All right? Now, there are usually three main markets where we can get involved in, especially when it comes to info products and coaching and services of the type that we sell as marketers. So number one is health. Number two, you have wealth. And number three, you have relationships. Most info products in the market are in one of these three main markets. Within these three main markets, you will find sub-markets. Okay? So now you have this in mind. I need some space here. All right. So within those markets, those three main markets, we have sub-markets. So, for example, within relationships, you have parenting, right? Family relationships, love relationships, and social relationships, right? For example, within wealth, you have finance and investing and real estate and making money on the internet and all of this type of stuff, right? And health, you have fitness, you have diet, you have curing diseases naturally, etc., etc., etc. Those are sub-markets. So within the sub-markets, you have multiple niches. So you have to discover your own niche. So you have to do some research here. Let's say you're really passionate about health. You want to position yourself as a health guru of some sort. Well, first thing, you have to focus on the pyramid that we just did, right? Your attractive character. What's going to move you? What's going to be your voice? What's going to make you unique? Number two, what is the cause? What is the movement? Well, think about something that goes beyond yourself and something that is going to make an impact in the world and in the lives of the people that choose to follow you. And number three, what is going to be that vehicle of change? Are you going to start a new brand of gyms that is completely different from the way people are used to going to the gym? A good example there would be Soul Cycle. I invite you to look up that company, Soul Cycle. They have a very, very unique aspect, and they have created a raving fan culture thanks to this model. So if you go to a niche that already exists, and let's say you go to, I'm gonna start a CrossFit gym, you'll be fighting, well, not fighting, but you'll be competing against every other CrossFit gym that already exists. So what you have to do is you have to grab that CrossFit niche and think about, how can I add a unique aspect that is not being exploited yet, that nobody else is, that nobody else has incorporated into the CrossFit universe. Okay, I'm not an expert in CrossFit, so I'm struggling here to give you a better example, okay? But this is something very specific. This is a niche within the health market, right? So how do you find this uniqueness? Well, that's where your creativity and your passion have to come through, all right? So once you find that unique component, you'll find a brand new niche that is going to be just you. Okay, there's a book called Blue Ocean Strategy, and that book talks about the red ocean and the blue ocean. So what happens here is, in the red ocean, you have already a lot of players in the market who are competing to gain customers. So it's like having a bunch of sharks fighting for the same fish pond. So it gets bloody. There's a lot of blood over there. And when you create a blue ocean, that's when it's just you. You found a niche that is just you, and you can swim there, of course, until, well, new people are going to see that you're doing well, and they're gonna go and they're gonna try to copy you and compete with you in this fresh ocean. But at least you'll have a chance to thrive before that happens. If you go and jump straight into a red ocean, it's gonna be really hard for you to thrive and get the results that you want. Okay, so the lesson here would be, number one, figure out who is your attractive character. What is it about you that makes you unique, but at the same time remain authentic? What is the cause, the bigger movement that you're fighting for, that better future? Number three, what is that vehicle of change? And number four, discover out of the main markets, pick a sub-market, and then find a niche that is unique to you. And I know it may sound hard, but it's not as hard as it sounds. You just have to become really, really creative. And if you are passionate and you start brainstorming, and every single day you make a list of maybe 10 ideas, 10 different niches that you could go after, and then you just go ahead and look at that list every day and cross out the ideas that you think are worth testing out, and then you go out there and you make it happen. You actually test them. You might find your own fresh blue ocean and start to thrive. All right. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I tried to I dropped this. I tried to make it very, very easy to understand, but really the best way for you to grasp all of these concepts in one place is by getting a copy of my friend Russell Brunson's new book, Expert Secrets, which he is giving away for free. All you have to do is pay the shipping. Now there will be a link in this video for you to get the book from me, okay? Where I will refer you to Russell and to get his book, right? I have an affiliate link for it. And if you go ahead and you get the book from my link, I have something really, really cool to give you. You see, a few months ago, I created a new course that I call the Marketing Rockstars, where I teach all of the strategies that I have learned over the past 8 years at least on how to become a rock star on the internet. I teach you social media, how to build your funnels, how to advertise on Facebook, and a lot more. I'm very, very passionate about this, and normally that course is selling for $500, but I'll give it to you for free, just for taking action and grabbing a copy of Russell's book from the links on this video. So my friend, go ahead and get the copy. It's only going to be available for a limited time. I don't know for how long Russell will be giving away this book for free. And I would love for you to get it from me, because besides getting you into the Marketing Rockstars course, I will also put you on one of my private Facebook groups so that you can get more exclusive trainings from me. And of course, we can get to interact directly there. I'm really excited about this book. I'm really excited about you getting access to it. I already read the first 4 chapters, and I have no words. I mean, it's so freaking valuable that I just don't understand why he's giving it away for free, but he is. All right, so go ahead and get your copy. I look forward to have you on my new Rockstars course. And oh, by the way, once you do that, after you get the book, make sure you screenshot the confirmation. You're going to see a confirmation screen somewhere. Take a screenshot and email it to vip@carolinamillan.com. vip@carolinamillan.com. That email is going to be showing here. Okay, I'm very excited, and I look forward to watch you succeed. And if you got value from this video, please make sure you leave me a comment here below. I'm really excited about interacting with you, and hopefully you subscribe to my YouTube channel and get more valuable videos like this. I'll see you very soon.